Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh. You know, for those of us who spend time with Japji Sahib, Japji Sahib becomes a companion. It's so part of our psyche. It's part of our thinking. It's part of our experience of the world. But through all the many people I've talked to, there aren't a lot who have delved deep into Japji. There are many who recite it each day. But delving deep, we uncover the fundamental reality of the universe that Guru Nanak has given us. And it's not just that reality, it's also how to live in that reality. Because if all you take away from Japji is abstract ideas, then there's no way to put them into practice on a day-to-day basis to improve our lives. So in this video, I'm going to kind of give you an overview of what we're going to be talking about in this video series and frame it so that you understand where we're going. So I'll start where we've all started because, well, it's the obvious place to start, which is Ik Onkar. Now you read many translations of Mul Mantra, and almost all of them begin, "There is one God." The problem is that Ik Onkar doesn't mean that. Because there is one God is a thought. As soon as you create the thought that there is one God, then there is also not God. Because as soon as you call something God, you define not God. So the translation doesn't really work. Ik Onkar means that it's all one. The force that brings things into being and what we experience and call physical reality, it's all one thing. There's no difference. There's no there. God's not there. God is. Now, as soon as you call it God, your mind says, God is something somewhere. And yeah, it's in all things. If I look, I can see it. But that's not what it's all one means. What it means is, tag, you're it. You're alive. You're part of the creation. And through your thoughts and the things you choose to do, and the things you choose to say, and the games you choose to play, so you create your reality. And so we all together create the reality of the world, the experience that we share and agree upon. We've all created that experience because there's no God outside. It's all right here, right now. So that description in Mul Mantra, Ik Onkar Satnam Kartapurik Nirbo Nirver Akal Murit Ajuni Sabhang Gurprasad. It's not a description of something outside you. There is one God, His name is truth. Nah. It goes more like this. It's all one. It's reality. It's truth. You are that reality. You are unborn. You are infinite. You are self-illuminated. We all are. It's a description of reality, not a description of something separate that's out there somewhere. And as we begin going deeper into Japji, after the Mool Mantra, we come to the first pauri. And the first pauri contains a seed. Soche soch no hove je sochi lakvar. What it says is that you can't touch that such, that reality, by thinking. That's a really important concept. Because what it says is that all thoughts are just thoughts. They come and they go. They're ephemeral. And all thoughts are not unique. In fact, ik onkar. We normally think, what goes on in my mind? What goes on in your mind? It's not like that. There's only one mind. It's the mind of God. It's the infinite mind. It's the mind of the universe. It's hard for me to use the word God like this because the concept is so much bigger. We're all part of that group mind, and that means the thoughts you think didn't originate inside your own head. You just think they're your thoughts. You believe in your thoughts. But Soche Soch Nahovi, just Sochi Lukvar, says don't believe in your thoughts. They're not real. They're just thoughts. The reason that many people don't understand the profound implications of this first pauri is because we all are enchanted by our own thoughts. We actually believe that if we think about it enough, we can figure everything out. But Guru Nanak tells us right in the first line of this pauri that that's a fruitless endeavor, and that no matter how much we think about something, that longing to know is still there, and no amount of thinking will dispel it. So now he's given us a predicament. He said, the truth is here, it's present, but we're caught in the illusions of our own mind. And he says, well, how can you penetrate through the illusions of your own thoughts and contact the reality? Kiv sachara hoye, kiv kure tute pal, Hukamnama chalna, Nanak likya now. He says to walk in Hukum is the only way to break through the net of our own thoughts, the illusion of our own beliefs, the attachment to our ways of thinking. So what is Hukum? And what does it mean to walk in Hukum? Hukum is literally the way things are. It means the unfolding, the natural flow. It's independent of what we think. It flows through us. But because we're enchanted with our own thoughts, our imagined goals and ideas, we lose sight of that reality. It's literally a state of enchantment. So after he says walk in Hukum, which to me means give up your conniving, your planning, your ideals, your beliefs, your past. Wake up to the moment and be fully present in each moment. What after he tells us that that's the way out of the trap, he doesn't just leave us there. He tells us how to go about it. And that's what this series of videos is about. It's about the way to live that Guru Nanak has given us in Japji. The way to live that brings us away from the enchantment of our own thoughts and into the reality of each moment so that we can function flexibly, creatively, and responsively in every moment. So where does he go after walk in the hukam, the law, the command, the unfolding? Soche soch na hovi, che sochi lokvar is followed by the Sunniye Podis, Podis 8 through 11. How to do it is to go inside, not outside, and to listen deeply. To listen deeply not just to physical sounds, but to everything that's coming into your sensorium. In other words, to pay complete attention. And when you pay complete attention, he unfolds over 4 podis all the things that happen. And they're magnificent, and they're beyond thought. And the podis that follow the Sunniye podis are the Mane podis. And in the Mane podis, he tells us to surrender to that flow, not to fight it, but to be present with the unfolding and to love it and serve it in each moment. By the time we get to Podi 16, he's explaining what happens when you follow Sunniye and Mane. And he says, Panch Parvan, Panch Pardhan, Panche Pave Dargeman. And so many people have thought about and discussed, what are these 5? He says that these 5 are in the court of honor, that they shine. And we think, well, who were these 5? We think, was it Panch Piyadi? What 5? Who are the chosen ones? Now, there's a very dangerous concept, isn't it? That someone is chosen and someone is not. But I believe that the Panch Parvan, the Panch, are the 5 virtues that Guru Nanak delineates throughout Japji. The first virtue is truth, Sat. And in the next video, we'll delve deeply into what that means, to live according to Sat. The second virtue is kindness, compassion, Daya. And in the third video in the series, we'll delve deep into that. The third virtue is contentment, Santokh. And what does contentment mean? That'll be our next video. The fourth virtue is Nimrata, humility. And the fifth virtue is Pyar, love. What we'll understand is that when we live our lives with the touchstones of these 5 virtues, that gives us the method to experience the reality that Guru Nanak experienced, the method that Guru Nanak has given us. His first command is Sunniye, listen deeply. Listening deeply is a skill that has to be cultivated. With each of these videos, we're going to do a listening meditation together. Each meditation will take us into a certain space together. And this first meditation is on the mantra, Har Har Vaheguru. So take your left hand and place it on your heart. And take your right hand and place it over your left hand. Pull your chin in just a little bit and straighten your neck. And take a deep breath. And let that breath out. Relax into yourself and double check your spine and make sure that it's actually straight and that you're not leaning against something. Whenever you meditate, start by setting yourself, making sure that you're not holding tension in your body. And as the meditation plays, listen deeply and go into the sound current. So set yourself and begin.
Hare Hare Vaheguru, Hare Hare Vaheguru, Hare Hare Vaheguru, Hare 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 Vaheguru, Hare Hare Vaheguru, Hare Hare Vaheguru, Hare 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 Vaheguru, 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 Hare Hare Vaheguru,
And inhale deeply and hold this breath. And in the silence, let the sound of the mantra echo in your mind. Keep singing it to yourself silently. And let your breath out and relax it. Keep your eyes closed. May this sound current of infinity be with us all through the day and night. May we have the blessing to connect to the reality that lies beyond our thoughts. Waheguru. It's that simple. Thank you so much. I'll see you in the next video. If you enjoyed this video, click the like button and subscribe to our channel to be notified when new videos become available.